What's up, YouTube land? This is my second video of my set of recording. You don't know that. You don't know really what I'm even talking about. It's just context. I do multiple videos in a row. This is the second video, and I'm not quite fired up yet. And this is a long-ass video, apparently. Buddy Cosmic Nova said I should do it, so we're doing it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking amazing, right? Shaking my head because it's like really long. So if it's bad, it's gonna be like a long, bad time. But it's not gonna be bad. It's gonna be fucking killer. And my cat is on the floor. I'm a little anxious about that because she's gonna jump up and cause some shit, I would imagine. Let's go. PERIPHERY, or as I think maybe their name could be, PERIPHERY. Let's go. 7.5 minutes. With no actual video. It's just like, it's a lyric video, right? Or is it a real video? I don't know. Let's go. I already like the guitar. 2 guitars with some light little echo delay going on. That's all solid. Whoa. I like how nicely it was spacey, transitioning to the heavy. Yeah, and the heavy didn't come in actually super heavy. Maybe my headphones are too low. Hold on, let me back up. Oh, what? You want to come up here already and cause problems? Well, come on, cute face. Fucking stop stretching. And just get up here. Cat. I want to hear this transition again, though. Yeah, so the transition worked because there's something about this band that is... I can't put my finger on why it is working this way. It's not heavy. It's heavy, but it's not heavy. Which made that transition work. Hey, cat. No, you waited too long. You should have, like, fucking caused a problem earlier. No, you can't wait till, like, right now. Go over there somewhere. It's not heavy. It's heavy, but it's not. And I'm not sure why. It's not heavy at all. Like, it's heavy music, but it's not heavy. I'm guessing because maybe they only have, I think that's one guitar that's loud in the mix, and I think everything else is really dialed back other than the vocals. So I think the other guitar part is dialed down low, and so is the bass. So it's kind of just like one guitar and a vocal line. They're kind of at the top. I think also you would normally hear that guitar doubled in the tracks. You pan left and right, maybe. I think it's just how it's EQ'd. Hire a good EQ person, apparently. If this was all really heavy, I don't think I would like it right now. All exactly the same, all the same music. I don't think I would like it. But it's got space in it. Sick drums. Even this is not, this is heavier, but it's not super heavy. Actually, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's my headset because I listen to everything through the same headset. This is 100% an EQ thing. Someone has cut off, whoever it is recording this, has cut off almost all of the low end off of every track. And I don't know what the low end would be, like maybe below 80 hertz, maybe? But I feel almost like everything under 80 is gone. And so there's not that, there's not that, oh, I'm sorry, I should do it for both microphones. But this it's not there. It's like, it's been chopped. It's like high pass. That's some fucking awesome guitar work. Sorry, I smile whenever I hear people like scream. I always like just smile because I'm like, how do you practice that? Like all the way back when I was like a teenager, like way back, I always smiled as soon as the first time someone screamed. So I was like, how do you know how to scream in a way that you can keep screaming and you can scream for like an entire hour? Don't know how. That guitar in the background is fucking on it. Oh, by the way, of course, the drummer's murderous. But I'm focused on the guitar player. It sounds like a bunch of one single string with a lot of hammer-ons. Almost like if you wanted a slower version of what I think is going on, Muse. Is it Hysteria? Da 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 boom boom boom. And also 46 and 2 by Tool. Similar technique in both of those. A lot of open string to hammer-ons, which gives you this really interesting drone effect, but then also some speed. The hardest thing right now as a guitar player is not losing track of one, which I am losing track of where one is. So like maybe it was just recorded to a click or they're used to playing with each other. But like the drums are like going so nuts, you're like, I gotta make sure I don't go like 1/8 note too long on my part. Pretty fucking tight, dude. Oh, you can hear those unison bends in the background. A unison bend is where you take two strings on a guitar and you bend the lower pitch string up to the higher one. I don't know. I think everyone who knows what I'm talking about doesn't need an explanation. But if you were playing guitar, let's say you're in the 5th position, so your index finger is on an A on the 1st fret of the E string, and now you're holding down with your 3rd finger a G on the 2nd string. You will hit the strings, and then you will bend the 2nd string, the G, up to an A. So you start off not in unison, hit it and go to unison, and it gives you this really nice, like skronky shit. Notice all of a sudden those drums have a giant amount of reverb on them. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen before this. So obviously that's only some shit you do like in the studio or whatever. All of a sudden, giant reverb on those drums. Oh, and you can only do that because the other instruments aren't present. Otherwise, it would all get muddy. So since everything cut out, now we have a transition in the track. We're going to like a different section. And then how can we make this section bigger? And a lot of times you make things bigger by adding, let's play more notes, let's make things louder. But instead of doing that, they went with reverb, which I think is a good choice. That fucking reverb is now gone. The minute it gets fast and everyone comes in, that reverb is, cut that shit, dog. Okay, so they brought in the extra vocal track on top. It could be 2 extra vocal tracks. Maybe fucking 3. I don't know. But like, yeah, for a second I was listening, I was like, wait, is that like a really spacey guitar? Or is that vocals? It's definitely vocals. Well, now it almost sounds, now just a second ago, like now it sounds almost like keyboard mixed in there. And you never know, with like really good editing, they can keep mixing and blending and cutting volume levels. I'm fucking fairly certain I heard vocals mixed in with that top line. But, you know, the blend. Now going to a music box type of keyboard. Really also excellent job at the end with the harmonics, not harmonics, with the feedback. And curious like if that's how they do it live or if they use like an EBO or some effect to make sure. Because when you're doing feedback, unless you just do it all the time, which I never did feedback tricks, it can be kind of tricky to make sure you always get the same pitch on your feedback. They had this excellent blend where all of the notes went together. So if you're actually using feedback, you would need to know how to do that every single time. But it could be a pedal, you know, it could be some other way of making that thing, or an EBO, for example, where you have these harmonics that just go in like octaves. But yeah, Cosmic, you're not wrong. Fucking crazy good group, crazy good. But also, dude, I feel like I'm watching a fucking TV show. It's like 7.5 minutes, dude. For real. For real. It was great. It's good. It's like, technically, you don't want to have to be any of these guys. Or women, if there's women in the group. But yeah, everything is hard as fuck. Drums, vocals, guitar playing, everything is super hard. And it's 7.5 minutes, so like you have to get it right for 7.5 minutes straight, and it's only one fucking song. Yeah, everyone is killing it at a very high degree. Yeah, I think, other than the fact that I think that they sound awesome, I'm really just focused on myself, and that 7.5 minutes is Jesus Christ, like really? 7.5 minutes? We couldn't have like a part 1 and a part 2 of the song. We couldn't have like a, we could just like another name. For real. Anyways, put that in the books. This reaction is dead.